Please click on the subscribe button so you get notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
So, my 49ers are officially going through the season of hell. We are experiencing a Super Bowl hangover after the loss to the Kansas City Chiefs last year, and we just came off a blowout loss to the Green Bay Packers where we got blown out 38-10. Brandon Allen, not the guy. We signed Joshua Dobbs for a reason. I would have preferred to see Joshua Dobbs out there, but I guess because Brandon has been with the team now 2 years, Kyle felt more comfortable that he knew how to operate the offense, but that was clearly not the case. Um, I don't want to hear no Brock Purdy slander. When we got the ball back in the second half and we were in field goal range and we decided to go for it, I don't know why we would do that. I think that was bad coaching decision by Kyle, but that's neither here nor there. I just thought that was the nail in the coffin for us in that game. And it's fine. It's fine. I thought the defense actually played better than what the final score dictated. I saw a lot of good stuff from the defense, even though we did let up a lot of points. Right now, we're playing without our number one safety, which I believe is Hufanga. We're playing without technically our number one cornerback, which is Tre'Davious Ward. We don't have Javon Hargrave out there. We don't have Nick Bosa out there. Dre Greenlaw still hasn't come back from his injury. It's just we started falling apart in the Super Bowl when Dre Greenlaw got hurt running onto the field, and it's just been downhill since then. CMC was not ready to start off week one. It looked like he was going to be a go, and then a last minute we started Jordan Mason. We're 5-6, and I think everybody needs to kind of take a chill pill about the Niners being done. Yes, they may be done this year. I still think we have a long shot of making the playoffs. And when we make the playoffs, I have enough confidence and belief in the core group of guys in Brock Purdy who literally in the biggest moments, having double-digit deficits, came back and beat Jared Goff, beat Jordan Love in the playoffs to make it to the Super Bowl, and had a lead in the Super Bowl when he stepped off the field, and our defense couldn't stop Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, who ultimately won the game. I genuinely believe if we make the playoffs, we're going to be a threat. But even if we don't make the playoffs this year, I don't think this season is a complete loss for the 49ers. I heard Colin Cowherd give his instant reaction after the Sunday slate of games. And for him to even propose that the Niners tank, I think that's kind of ridiculous and that they should have moved off a lot of players. Maybe you're right on to an extent. But in my personal opinion, do they not realize how many young guys are playing right now valuable minutes? Ricky Pearsall, before the season started, got shot. He had a good game, and I still think he's developing. It wasn't until I believe Debo's second or third year that he really took off. I think it was Debo's second year where he started to gain some traction. And then his third year, he actually took off when he got paid. And then it wasn't until Brandon Ayuk's third year when he popped off, when we established like real belief in him being a number one, number two receiver next to Debo. So Ricky, I think he's going to be fine. He's going to develop. We've developed talent before. Ricky's going to develop fine. Isaac Guerendo, the rookie, who wasn't necessarily supposed to see valuable minutes, he's actually gotten to play. He was essentially Jordan Mason's backup. I think he's going to be the next CMC. I think next year, because I believe Jordan Mason is going to get paid somewhere to go and be the backup or the starting running back somewhere. I think he's done enough. He's put out enough tape. He's stayed somewhat healthy. So I think he's going to get an opportunity elsewhere. But I believe Isaac Guerendo and his style of play and what I saw in the brief stints that he was out there, I think Isaac Guerendo is actually going to be a good option, a good weapon for the San Francisco 49ers next year and moving forward. Bernardo Green, another rookie that we drafted this year, wasn't supposed to see valuable minutes, getting a lot of playing time, especially because Tre'Davious Ward is dealing with the family situation. Shout out to his family. Prayers out with them. They lost their daughter I can only imagine what he's dealing with. He must be destroyed, and he's not in probably not in the right state of mind to go out there and play. So I completely understand, brother. Take all the time you need. Prayers out to you, man. I can only imagine best being a girl dad myself. Shout out to you, brother. Um, Shout out to you and your family, man. So Tre'Davious Ward not out there. Renardo Green getting a lot of play time. Ambry Thomas not out there. Isaac Yadam, who I actually like. I like Yadam. Yadam actually looks like a good cornerback in my personal opinion. And then we just played Diamador Lenore. Our number one safety, Hufanga, not out there. Who are we playing? Second year safety, Jair Brown, who I thought played really well last year, and Malik Mustafa, who in my opinion has been playing really well. Defensive rookie of the year contender in my personal opinion. Dre Greenlaw still not out there. Tatum Bethune, special teams player who plays linebacker. I think he's doing a decent job, even though special teams is one of the weakest parts of our team. I think Tatum Bethune is actually a bright spot in that whole situation. Dominic Pooney, rookie right guard for the 49ers. A lot of playing time. Basically, the entire draft class for the 49ers is playing a lot of valuable minutes. That's not the case for the 40. That hasn't been the case for the 49ers last year or in prior years. So, with all that being said, I genuinely believe that the future for the 49ers is bright, in my personal opinion. This may not be our year because we're dealing with a lot of injuries. And honestly, in my personal opinion, maybe that's a blessing in disguise because we might need to take a year to reflect. Brock, I think, has gotten better, even though the numbers may not fully reflect it. He's added another dimension to his game because of his legs and the movement that he clearly has, the athletic ability that a lot of people question. I still believe he has good arm talent. I still think he's learning how to read NFL defenses. I think they should genuinely pay him. I don't know if they should pay him 60 million, but I don't think they should pay him 40, 45 million. That's disrespectful and ridiculous, especially because he has a bigger resume than, in my personal opinion, a lot of these other quarterbacks that have gotten paid. So Brock, get your money, man. Niners, I believe, are going to do right by you. I also believe the Niners are smart enough to understand what this season is, and we should not panic. We shouldn't. And as a fan, as a faithful 49er fan, we shouldn't panic. Yeah, this season's going to suck. It's going to hurt. Our hopes are going to be up and down, especially because we're going to think we're not making the playoffs. And we have the coach, the caliber of quarterback, the caliber of talent to be contending for a championship. But this might not be our year. This is definitely not our year. And that's okay. Let the Chiefs three-peat on somebody else. Let the Kansas City Chiefs three-peat on somebody else. We'll take the title next year when we're fully healthy and ready with another year of Brock Purdy. I think Brock is going to contend for the MVP next year. And I'm calling it right now. So, faithful, chill. National media needs to chill because some of these takes on the 49ers and that they're over, that they're old, that they need, I think they need to invest in the offensive line. I've been saying that for a while. I've also been calling out Jake Moody because in the most crucial moments, he hasn't shown up until recently when he missed 3 field goals in his return game and he hit the game winner against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I thought even though he missed 3 field goals, he gave me confidence. That's something that I never had in the kid. So, with that being said, I still think we might need a kicker, but even if we don't move off of him, I'm starting to believe in Jake Moody. So, with that being said, faithful, stay happy. Niners, bang, bang, Niner gang for life. We're going to be fine. We're going to be contending for Super Bowls in the near future. We have a great group of young talent. Our receiving core is deep. Our offensive line, I think, can be improved. Our defensive line next year is going to be fine. In John Lynch, I trust. In Kyle, I trust, even though some of Kyle's decision-making is questionable throughout the season sometimes. Bang, bang. We're going to be fine, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, to why you should bet on the Golden State Warriors to win the NBA title this year. And one from the end zone. We'll be right back after these messages.
Guys, have you heard? Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.